Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do a breast pump comparison between the Lansinoh SmartPump 2.0 to the Pumpables SuperGenie. After my review of the Pumpables SuperGenie and everything that I had to say about it, you guys by far wanted this comparison the most. So I am here to bring it today. Of course, I have my review points, which we will be hitting first, and then I will give you a little bit of extra info, and of course, at the end, we'll give my verdict. As I kind of mentioned, I do have a review for both of these pumps separately. I would recommend that you watch those first just so you understand why this comparison was requested so much. But yes, I will link both the Pumpables SuperGenie and the Lansinoh SmartPump 2.0 reviews for you guys. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first review point is price. The Lansinoh Smart Pump retails for $160, but it is frequently on sale. They also gave me a coupon code that's not a referral or affiliate, anything like that. It's just a code for you guys. It's Alia 30, and when you apply that to the Smart Pump, I think with taxes and all that stuff, it ends up being around $111. They also have sales pretty frequently that run it about $120. So it's not normally the full $160. And then with the Pumpables, it retails for $250, but I've seen them have frequent sales for it to be around $200. And also I wanted to say that the Lansinoh is widely covered under insurance. Now the 2.0 might take some time to see pop up on your insurances, but it will be phasing out the first Lansinoh Smart Pump. For that reason, it leads me to believe eventually you will also see the 2.0 on insurance plans as well. So number 2 is function and ease of use. The Lansinoh, in my opinion, is a little easier to use, but that's because it has far less customization than the Pumpables offers. On the Pumpables SuperGenie, you are able to set programs for your pump to just jump straight into for an allotted amount of time for different settings. So much customization with it. And also it has a wide range of cycle rates and vacuum settings, no matter if you're in expression mode or stimulation mode. So for that reason, the Pumpables is a little bit more of a learning curve, but just because it offers a lot more. Number 3 is reviews, and I compared on their websites because that is exclusively where Pumpables sells theirs, is on their own website, and they both have 5-star ratings with roughly around the same amount of reviews. Number 4 is portability and power options. With the Lansinoh, it does come with a wall adapter. There is a little thing back here where you can pop this cover off, and then you can put in batteries. As you can see, I have my own. So it does have a built-in battery pack that you would put in your own batteries. But with the Pumpables SuperGenie, it does have a rechargeable battery inside of it. So you can use it plugged in or you can just charge it up. Next up is accessibility to replacement or spare parts. And the Lansinoh does have stuff all over their website, on Amazon, some other places as well. And with the Pumpables, it's just on their website, and with them it is a little bit more expensive. However, they do encourage you to use what you have, and that their pump is compatible with most closed systems accessories. So as long as it's compatible with their pump, you can go ahead and use what you already have. Because of that, I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Pumpables for this, just because even if you're a brand new mom and you didn't have your own parts already from a previous pump, there is still several different options that you can choose from online on Amazon, Target, whatever, for different companies' accessory packs, and as long as it's compatible with the Pumpables, you could use that. So you don't have to use their brand with their pump, which I think is awesome, and I love the fact that they encourage using other accessories and using what you have and what you like. Number 6 is customer service, and both of them have great customer service. They are fast, they are helpful, and everything that customer service should be. Number 7 is durability. So let's start off with Lansinoh. Lansinoh, I have personally used Lansinoh pumps in my exclusively pumping journeys for years. Literally the first version of the Smart Pump I used with my middle daughter Remy to exclusively pump, that lasted a year and 9 months, I think is how long I made it with her. And I'm going on 8 months postpartum with Lexi, and I did not use this pump the entire time, but still I've had it the majority of the time I've been exclusively pumping for her, and they're workhorses. They keep up with me, no problem, never had an issue with them. And then with the Pumpables SuperGenie, I've only had it for a couple months now, but it has done absolutely fine. It does mention a motor life in their manual. It's 1,500 hours. If you would like for some reference to that, check out the review I did of this pump, because I kind of gave you some examples of what that would mean. But something they also let me know was the fact that the 1,500-hour motor life is just what they absolutely make sure the pump goes to. They actually have pumps sitting in their facilities that go far longer than 1,500 hours. The 1,500 hours is just when they stop officially testing them and monitoring them. And just like with any kind of lifespan that's mentioned on a pump, just because it is there does not mean that it won't work after that point or it'll stop working or anything like that. Most pumps, even with a lifespan, they go well past them. So it's nothing to really worry about, but I think that you should know it ahead of time. With that 1,500 hours, even a new exclusive pumper should have plenty of time on this pump. So number 8 is noise level. The Lansinoh 2.0 is quieter, and number 9 is closed or open system. They are both closed system pumps, which means that they have systems in place that make sure that any kind of milk backflow will not get into the motor. And then the last one is two-phase expression. Both of these pumps offer it, but I will say that with the Pumpables SuperGenie, you are able to customize it far more. There's a lot more cycle and also vacuum settings that you can play around with and figure out what works with you. Honestly, out of all the 15 pumps that I've tried, in stimulation mode, it has the most to offer as far as that goes. So other little tidbits that I think you should know, like bonus little extra things, as far as smart capabilities go, they are both smart pumps. However, they do them kind of differently. With both pumps, there are apps that you download with them. You sync your pumps to them. However, with the Lansinoh, it's more about logging your sessions, logging nursing, a bunch of different stuff you can log on the Lansinoh app. And then with the Pumpables, you are able to use your app to program settings as well. So whether you want to do it via your phone, or you can also program straight on the pump itself, so you don't need to have the app if you don't want it. Either way, you're able to do that. And like I went into huge detail in the review, you can really customize this pump to tailor to you exactly. So yeah, they both are smart pumps, but they're just offering different capabilities basically. They both have handles. The Pumpables is right here. You just pull it up or you slide it down. And then the Lansinoh obviously is just a little built-in one right there. They both also have timers. The Lansinoh has a light up screen and the Pumpables has a night light. The night light is part of the handle right here. The button's right there, so you can see that. And also the Lansinoh has a memory setting where wherever you shut it off is where it will pick back up at. And then, like I mentioned, the programming feature on the Pumpables. So that is everything in regards to the pump themselves. So let's go into what I think. So first off, I love both of these pumps. I recommend both of them. I think no matter which one you choose, you're going to be making a good decision. I think no matter which one you pick, there is a good enough variety that you're going to find something that you like. However, I do think in certain instances, one may be better than the other, and I do have a favorite between the two. There's also one that I use more than the other. So this is complicated, and I know some people don't like when I just give a this one's better than that one, but I truly just don't like to put down pumps. I really would like to find what a pump has to offer and maybe highlight that and gravitate that towards a specific kind of mom, because everyone's different. And if you are a fellow American and you are trying to get a pump through your insurance and you need something covered by your insurance, obviously, Lansinoh SmartPump 2.0 is probably going to be your way to go. Some insurances will reimburse you for pumps if you buy them. I find that that's not really the case most of the time. Most moms have to pick off a selected list that is predetermined by their provider. It can even vary as far as what's on your list. Every time that I've had one of my girls, each time the list has been different. They've taken things off, they've put things on. There's been like one pump that has remained the same throughout all of it. But that's not the point. The point is that if you need an insurance pump, that is probably going to be your way to go, just because it's what's going to be available. And I think out of all the insurance pumps that are offered, people really underestimate the Lansinoh. I think it's a great decision, and I think you'd be really happy with it. But if that's not the case and you're already paying out of pocket and you're not concerned with a certain price range, because obviously I think that kind of draws the line right there in itself, I would say Pumpables SuperGenie all the way. This thing is so all-inclusive. It was made by pumping moms for pumping moms. This pump really, I feel like, is one of a kind, and I think it is money worth spent. I know that there is a significant price difference between the two, but I think that all things considered, it is money very well spent with what you're getting. I have been exclusively pumping for 3 daughters now. I've spent, I think, close to 3 years, if not over, exclusively pumping, and I have yet to come across a pump like Pumpables. And I still love Lansinoh. I still love the Lansinoh 2.0, don't get me wrong. And Lansinoh, both professionally and personally as a company, I've had no issues with them, and I really like them. However, I just really love the message behind this pump. I love the fact that you can tell that it's made by people who really took into consideration what pumping moms are looking for, what they need, what makes things more easy and convenient. So for that reason, if you're looking for an all-inclusive pump, it has a nightlight, a handle, it's rechargeable. You can set things up to be tailored specifically to you. There's high suction, there's low suctions, there's high frequency, low frequency. There's just so many capabilities with this pump that I truly do think if you're paying out of pocket that it's worth the money to invest in, especially to support a company like them. So if you're asking me if I have a new favorite, absolutely, it's the Pumpables SuperGenie. I love this thing to death, everything about it, 100%. However, I still primarily use the Lansinoh SmartPump 2.0, and I know that might be a little bit confusing for some people, but it's what my body responds best to, and I don't get to pick what my body responds best to. That's just what it is. But I can pick what I think is the best value for your money, what I think is going to appeal to the widest range of moms, like the pump that has the most thought put into it, has a great message, is supporting of pumping moms. And if I get to pick that, it's Pumpables SuperGenie. So I hope that makes it a little bit more understandable. Like I said, I don't think you're going to go wrong either way. And I know that people don't love when I do this, but it's just personally how I feel. So if you are looking for an insurance pump, you are to a strict budget of around $100, I highly recommend the Lansinoh SmartPump 2.0. If you are already paying out of pocket and you're wondering what my favorite breast pump is, Pumpables SuperGenie all the way. So I hope that cleared it up. I hope I made it as clear as I could because it's a little confusing. Even I had to dig a little deep and kind of figure out how I felt about everything for this one. But yes, I will have links to everything down in the description box below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.